More 49ers talk from Prague. It's 6 a.m. now, so it's a little bit later, but still early enough to where we can walk by places like the John Lennon Wall here. Famous spot, look it up. We can walk by them without anybody bothering us, which is great. And we could talk about Darrell Luter Jr., 49ers new defensive back, rookie out of South Alabama. Listen, 4.40, right? That immediately tells you this guy might even have the speed to play outside cornerback, but he's got 32 and 3/8 inch arms. In the other Prague video, showed you the castle, showed you the bridge, like, you know, really big things here. Well, 32 and 3/8 inch arms, that's some size to go along with the 4.4 speed from Darrell Luter Jr. So, I mean, this is a player who projects to be a really versatile defensive back for the 49ers, and that's exactly what they need. Because this is a team right now that is looking like it has its starters filled out in the defensive backfield, right? You've got Deommodore Lenoir, Charvarius Ward, and probably Isaiah Oliver. Okay, see the troll there right behind me? I have a lot of those on Twitter, maybe some in the YouTube comment section. Just directly behind my head, just a troll waiting over here by the bridge. We're gonna keep on moving on because we move on from trolls. Anyway, Isaiah Oliver at nickelback, Deommodore Lenoir at corner, Charvarius Ward at cornerback as well for the 49ers. I think they're set along the front line for those DBs, but you really need cornerback depth. And Ambry Thomas has shown that, you know, he isn't exactly dependable. Last year, fell off the radar. Maybe Ambry Thomas turns it around. Maybe he shows up this season and delivers for the 49ers. But even if he does, it's going to be nice to have more depth. And that's where you look at a guy like Darrell Luter Jr. 49ers drafting him in that 5th round where they've had so much success. And when you combine 4.4 speed with those long arms and the physical play that Darrell Luter brings to the table, you have somebody, you know, that might fit that 49ers 5th round magic pedigree, right? And that's exactly what you need out of a 5th rounder. You need him to be effective depth immediately. Because again, in 2021, the San Francisco 49ers paid the price for not having enough effective cornerback depth. Led the league in pass interference penalties, were historically bad in that regard. Josh Norman obviously was a much reviled 49er, I guess I would say, by the fan base. It was a tough year for the cornerbacks. And then somebody like Ambry Thomas stepped up toward the end of the year and they got a little bit better, but still it wasn't as good as the 49ers would have needed to win the Super Bowl. Ultimately, the Rams torched them in that NFC Championship game. It was, you know, there was a lot given up, over 100 yards of passing given up in that 4th quarter when Cooper Kupp and Odell Beckham Jr. went crazy. So really important for the 49ers to not run out of gas at that cornerback position this year. And I think you look at guys like Darrell Luter, you look at guys like Jamison, the undrafted free agent out of Texas. He could be a guy that gives the 49ers that cornerback depth. And, you know, when you're looking in terms of depth in a 53-man roster, you have to say, what is this guy going to do to justify taking up a roster spot while he's not starting, while Deommodore Lenoir is starting, while Charvarius Ward is starting, you know, while all those guys are a little bit higher up on the pecking order. And special teams is the answer. Somebody like Jamison is an electric returner. Go and watch the tape. He is an electric returner. And I think he could help the 49ers in that regard. So look for all those players and more. Depth chart's obviously online. You can see all the 49ers duking it out at that cornerback spot. I haven't even talked about Samuel Womack. And Samuel Womack obviously impressed the 49ers on special teams last year. He earned his spot on this team on special teams. Now, you know, kind of like Darrell Luter Jr., long arms, 4.4 speed. He's the guy that can play inside or outside and give the 49ers the depth that they need at that cornerback position. All right, everybody take care. More videos from Prague coming soon.